Last time, we found the real problem. Thousands of copies of a list, nobody in charge, and no way to agree which order things happened in. But before we can fix that, there is an earlier problem sitting underneath it, and it is easy to miss. A list that everybody copies is also a list that everybody can edit. Signatures stop me writing a payment you never agreed to. They do not stop me touching the entries that are already there. I cannot forge your signature, but I can quietly delete a line from my copy. I can swap the order of 2 entries. I can drop last Tuesday entirely. Nothing about a signature protects the list as a whole, only each line inside it. So we need the list itself to become tamper evident, and the tool for that is the fingerprint from our cryptography series. Feed anything into a hash function, and you get a short fingerprint back. Instant forwards, hopeless backwards, and the tiniest change to the input rewrites the entire fingerprint. Here is the trick, and it is beautifully simple. Stop writing one endless list. Group the entries into pages and call each page a block. Then, at the top of every page, write the fingerprint of the page before it. 3 pages in a row, each with a small fingerprint written at the top that belongs to the page before, joined by arrows labeled each page points back. That is the entire idea. Each block carries the fingerprint of its predecessor. Now watch what happens when somebody tries to cheat. Say I want to change one entry on page 5. The moment I do, page 5's fingerprint changes completely. But page 6 is still carrying the old fingerprint of page 5, so page 6 no longer matches. Anybody comparing them spots it instantly. Page 5 with one altered entry, its fingerprint changing, and page 6 holding the old fingerprint with a red mismatch cross between them, labeled "the link breaks." Fine, I say, I will fix page 6 too. But rewriting page 6 changes page 6's fingerprint, which breaks page 7. Fix 7 and you break 8. One quiet change on an old page forces you to rewrite every single page that came after it, all the way to the present. That's what the chain buys you. Not a locked cupboard, but a structure where tampering is not quiet, it's loud, and it gets louder the further back you reach. A row of pages where one early edit sets off a cascade of red mismatch marks running all the way to the final page, headed "one change breaks everything after." So pause the video and ask the obvious question. Is the list now safe? Is it actually impossible to rewrite history? It is not, and this matters. The chain is tamper evident, not tamper proof. Nothing physically stops me rewriting page 5 and then patiently recomputing every page after it. When I finish, I have a complete alternative history that is perfectly consistent, every fingerprint matching, no broken links anywhere. It just cost me a great deal of work. 2 complete chains side by side, both valid, both signed, both perfectly linked, telling different stories about who paid whom. The chain made cheating expensive and obvious. It did not make it impossible. And it still can't tell you which version is the real one. So we need 2 more things. A way to make rewriting genuinely painfully expensive, and a rule that everybody follows for deciding which chain wins. Get those, and the whole thing finally stands up. That's next time, and it's where the actual invention lives.